And we've just seen the news that Kelly Fisher is out of this year's event. I am joined by Chris, the shopmaker Mellin.
Thank you.
How are we doing?
I'm good,
First
thanks,
lap.
pal.
Chris, you like that
Kristina
nickname,
Tkach to
admit
break.
it. Every time I say it, there's a little smirk on your face.
Yeah, I suppose I've been known for my shop making over the years.
Or flukes.
Well, you could call them that. Some people think they are. All I'll say is this, Carl. You can't keep getting away with it.
Listen, I'm a fan, pal. You don't have to convince me. So Kristina gets this match underway, and it's a useful break, and it seems kind of fitting as Kelly Fisher bows out the event. She's played some phenomenal pool over 4 days. It's almost fitting that Kristina's played a part in it. So you boys couldn't knock Kelly Fisher out, but Kristina could.
Well, I'm glad that Kelly's, got through quite a few groups. I think she's got through three groups. So she's certainly held her own, and she was so close to qualifying through to the main group. She lost in the final to Tkach.
Yeah, I think it's been a breath of fresh air. Kelly Fisher, of course, she's the current ladies world 9-ball champion, and she's come in and she showed she can compete on the world stage at Matchroom multi-sport pool tournaments. And now it's Kristina's turn to show us what she's about.
Needs this to slow up, and it's just about perfect.
She's a nice cueist, this Kristina, isn't she, Chris?
Yeah, she's got a great cue action. Very solid. Hits through the ball nice. Generates a lot of action on the cue ball. And she's got this 9-ball to take the lead against the Terminator.
And she's took the lead.
Kristina Tkach.
The young lady from Russia. Been travelling around America the last few weeks with World 9-ball champion and European Mosconi Cup team member Fedor Gorst. And we're going to hear from Kristina right now.
Kristina, a very important win, and you're playing well. Do you feel a lot more comfortable at the table now?
Yeah, so much more comfortable.
And how are you enjoying the event so far? 2 wins already.
Well, to be honest, it was very overwhelming for me in the beginning because it's my first Matchroom event, and everybody knows it's like very stressful, especially when so many people are watching all over the world and competing with men. It's a little more pressure because they don't take us really seriously, and we're out there to show them that it's absolutely underrated.
Well, they'll be taking you seriously now, that's for sure. Do you feel that now you've adapted to the conditions that you'll be a lot more comfortable in your play?
Yeah, I feel so much more comfortable and confident, and feels very good. Like, I did a couple of mistakes because, sometimes you can't believe yourself that you're gonna win right now, so your body is actually like a little bit tricky, but I'm feeling very confident now.
Niels Feijen gets rack number 2 underway with a pretty sporty break off.
Yeah, I'd be happy with that. It just found the gap for the 2-ball to go in between the 6 and the 8. Good solid break. And one thing I've noticed, Carl, is that the players are starting to hit the break a little bit softer. 2 or 3 balls are going every single break.
Yeah, Niels has missed a few balls this week, so this is a little tester. Full length of the table. Need to stay still.
And he listened to you. He was still down on that shot well after it had gone in the pocket.
So this rack is all about
Extension
cue ball
call.
control now. That's the only way this can go wrong. See Niels there, he was just looking at that second rail. He's going to spin this round off the 2. Needs to land high on the 6. Straight isn't end of the world because he can just draw this cue ball back. Anywhere where the cue ball is now is fine.
Nice position there from Niels. Well, he's overrun this one by a little bit. Shouldn't cause too many issues, but he'd have rather been straight to play a stop shot for the 9 in the opposite corner bag. Nice shot there by Niels. Perfect position on the 9 to make it 1 each.
Right, Niels Feijen.
Over on table 2, Kelly Fisher. He's playing Albin Ocean. It's 2-2. Of course, Kelly is now out of the event. So we're just gonna see if she can clear the table here to take a 3-2 lead. As I said, Chris, she is out, and that will be back-to-back people from Pontefract to enter back home.
Yeah, it's never nice to get eliminated. But Kelly's certainly shown what she can do over the past 4 days.
Yeah, you won't have to wait much longer to see her back in action in a Matchroom event. She will be playing in the World Cup of Pool with the Duchess of Doom, Alison Fisher, representing Great Britain B.
Not only one Fisher, we've now got 2.
Well, I'm glad I've retired, that's all I'll say. Good luck to you guys out there. If you draw the 2 Fishers,
At
that's
number
all I'll
3,
say.
Kristina Tkach to break.
Alison's been tuning
1
in,
call.
watching her partner, see how she gets on, and there's no doubt about it, this will do wonders for the ladies' game and the men's game. Yeah, the wing ball's kind of wired in this event, and still doesn't look like Kristina's got amazing power on the break.
She may have left an offside combination plant on the 1 and 2.
Yeah, Chris, explain to our viewers what that exactly is.
What that means is if the 1 is nearly touching the 2 or even touching, you hit the 1 ball on the left hand side. That in turn will twist the 2 ball over. If there was a decent sized gap, it wouldn't twist the 2. And that in turn will send the 2 into the pocket, but just wondering how big the gap is. Well, she's playing the other side, it may twist the other way, and it has. I don't think she knows the shot, because that twisted it to the right, so it was obviously on. Maybe one that we can show her after the match.
Yeah, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a little notepad and we're just going to help Kristina out, because she's definitely a star for the future. I think we need to just work on a break, and we need to teach her that little trick there, Christopher. And then hopefully she draws you in the final. And
Extension call.
She drills you 5-0.
I'll take being in the final.
It's fun and games here in Milton Keynes, day 4, group 4. Niels still looks fresh as a daisy.
Nice shot there by Niels. Got to play a decent shot to get to the 3, unless he plays a combination. I think that's what I'd be playing. Not a tough combination shot. Pink's relatively deep in the pocket.
I think he's spinning 3 rails again. There's nothing wrong with his shot. Personal preference.
Well, he's over it that one a little. Or has he played for the right hand side pocket? Whatever he did, he's still okay. And everything's in the open.
Now he's back in prime position in this rack. Just 3 balls remain for Niels.
Yeah, Neil's got a couple of easy pots here. He's going to roll the cue ball off the rail. Wants to land straight on the 7, so he can stop the cue ball. The 9 in the left hand side.
And this 9 ball in the left centre will give Niels Feijen a 2-1 lead going into the break. We'll be back in a short while.
This championship is being played with the new Aramith tournament set. Featuring a unique molecular structure, it guarantees razor-sharp precision and unsurpassed longevity. Unquestionably the best pool balls in the world, this set is available in a TV and a value pack version, as well as in the new My Aramith Ranger of Ball and Q cases. Now you can bring and play with the best ball set everywhere you go. My Aramith, bringing new dimensions to your billiards experience.
Niels Feijen to get rack number 4 underway. He's got a 2-1 lead in this match.
No easy shot at the 2 ball. I think it does go past the 7, but holding position for the 4 isn't going to be easy.
Yeah, this is a difficult shot. Very difficult shot. Distance. He's got to judge the spin as well. There's a lot of balls down here though, so good things can happen even if he misses. But he didn't miss. He needs a lucky kiss here.
Well, he's an half a result. He can bank it in a way where the cue ball will roll into the 6 and he'll be on the 5 ball. And if he doesn't make the bank, he should hook Kristina behind the 5.
Well, he's decided to play safe.
Yeah, showing Kristina a lot of respect there. And that's a good result for Kristina. Not sure if she intended to do that, but she'll take it. We'll probably see Niels clip off the edge of the 4, sending the cue ball up the table to the top rail.
Yeah, you said you've been impressed with her kicking so far, Chris.
Good news, bad news. The good news is he's got the cue ball up the table. The bad news is it a straight combination on the 9?
Yeah, will she have to go bottom rail, do you think, with a bit of spin?
Well, I think she can hit it straight in. She's looking at rail first, and she doesn't want to hit this too hard, because the harder she hits this rail first, the less spin she will get on the cue ball.
Yeah, and she's got to watch scratching in the top left corner if she hits it pretty bad.
I think she's got to go straight at this.
Foul.
And that was the problem. She's hit it too hard and was quite some way away from the 4 ball. And this is the easiest 9 ball that Niels Feijen will face.
Rack Niels Feijen.
Well, that was a quick rack, and it was a chance. Kristina did have, to be fair, so we've got to chalk it down as a mistake. Kelly Fisher, she's still battling away over there on table 2. She's 4-3 down to Albin Ocean. Tomorrow we will see 2 new players coming into the event. Mark Bijsterbosch from Holland and Roberto Gomez from the Philippines.
Yeah, another 2 great players. Roberto, former world finalist of the World 9-Ball Championships. Think he lost to Daryl Peach. Beat you in the semi-final, didn't he, Carl?
Yeah, I was 4-0 up and didn't really get another shot, to be fair. Story of my pool career. It's hard to
Rack
believe
number
that's
5,
14 years
Kristina
ago, though.
Tkach to break, trailing 3 racks to 1.
Very talented player is Roberto, and I must admit it's been a while since I've seen him on a pool table, so I'm excited to see how Roberto gets on. His nickname is Superman.
Do you know why they call him Superman? Is there a reason for that nickname?
Well, I presume when he was a kid he liked Superman. Have you got some inside information, Chris?
No, not unless he's always flying.
Well, there is that, I suppose.
Not a good shot from Kristina. Left Niels a potable cut.
Yeah, well, Niels thinks of this shot. Kelly Fisher's just missed the bank on table 2. And that's not something I'm used to seeing. She's made a lot of bank shots this week as Kelly.
Extension call.
Niels has got a tricky little shot here. He can cut this in the corner, but the problem is the cue ball. Cue ball's going to be flying around the table, so needs to judge this. He's got to miss the 8 ball.
Ooh, and that's a bad shot. That's not unlucky. Cue ball straight into the side pocket.
Ball in hand.
You could forgive him if it had kissed off a ball, but to go straight in the side pocket, that is not unlucky.
You're a harsh man, Christopher.
Well, you've got to speak the truth, Carl. Many people at home watching would have thought that was bad luck, bad form, but it wasn't. And now Kristina has a great chance to go 3-2.
Kelly Fisher has just lost on table 2. That is her last match in this event. She lost to Albion Ocean 5-3. Kelly, you have been superb in this tournament, it has to be said, and you've done yourself credit in the ladies' game. I've enjoyed watching you play, and yeah, kicking some of the guys. Well, you know what? And I can't wait to see you at the next event.
Yeah, I've got to reiterate that Kelly's been a breath of fresh air, beating a lot of the top guy players in the world, and she's also retained her #1 spot as a #1 in Pontefract.
I'm sure Darren Appleton sat there watching this with his cup of tea, shaking his head at that comment. So this is a big rack now. Such a good potter, you don't expect her to make a mistake here. There you see 8 ball in the heart of the pocket.
Rack, Kristina Tkach.
So she closes the gap on her opponent, Mr. Feijen, former world 9-ball champion, 2-time world pool masters champion, and about 50 Mosconi Cup appearances, 4 times MVP.
Yeah, he's won a few tournaments, Carl, hasn't he? How many Euro Tours has he won? About 10, 12 maybe?
I don't think it was as many as that. I was quite shocked when Michael said, but Niels, I tell you what he does do. You know the open tournaments we go to all around Europe where, you know, they might be in a pool room in Greece or pool room in Amsterdam. He is the king of open pool tournaments. He wins nearly every open pool tournament you go to. He is the master.
Yeah, I guess he's like the Stuart Bingham of snooker pro-ams. Stuart Bingham used to win nearly every pro-am he entered.
Rack
Yeah,
number
been to
6.
Greece a few times,
Niels
playing in the
Feijen
tournaments
break.
over there.
Leading 3 racks to 2.
They have some good players over there. Good friend Nikos Economopoulos. And of course, Alex Kazakis will be here on Saturday. Niels takes a little bit of pace off the break there.
Yeah, he's obviously been watching a few of the players, because every other break that he's done from the previous days, he's hit them with everything he's got. And his last few, he's just basically played a stun break. And I think this is all because of how David Arcady played yesterday. David didn't hit the break hard, it was just a controlled punch.
Yeah, and then on Sunday we've got Yasmin Ocean. She's entering the event. And Dennis Grabe, our old friend Grabo, one of the pool world's biggest characters. Before lockdown, Dennis was establishing himself as probably one of the top 4 players in Europe. He was on a bit of a winning streak and going deep in the majors. Unfortunately, COVID lockdown come and we've not seen him since, just like the other players, so I'm looking forward to seeing where Dennis is at with his game. So Niels is in a good position here, over on table 2. Albin Ocean's just starting his match out against the group leader, Nauk Yoi. Didn't want to be on the rail, but it's not too big of an issue.
Nice stop shot there from Niels. Elevating the cue in the air just to bring the cue ball back a couple of inches. It's perfect on the 7.
Slightly under it, the positional shot there. Would have liked to have been another foot over. It's not going to cause him too many problems. So this 9 ball, and it's there. Niels Feijen takes a 4-2 lead over the young Russian Kristina Tkach. We'll be back in a few minutes. Go and grab yourself a cup of tea. See you soon.
Maybe off the 8. Oh, trick shot by Woodward. What a shot by Albinution.
One thing's guaranteed, that shot will appear on plenty of highlight reels.
Whoa, did he split the wicket? What a beautiful shot that was. What a beautiful execution.
Look at this. Oh my gosh.
Sometimes it's best if you get up to the table and just
This championship is being played with the new Aramith tournament set. Featuring a unique molecular structure, it guarantees razor-sharp precision and unsurpassed longevity. Unquestionably the best pool balls in the world, this set is available in a TV and a value pack version, as well as in the new My Aramith Ranger of Ball and Q cases. Now you can bring and play with the best ball set everywhere you go. My Aramith, bringing new dimensions to your billiards experience.
Welcome back. We have a good match here. Young Kristina Tkach. He's playing the legend Niels Feijen, and Kristina has kind of played her part in, I suppose, sending Kelly Fisher back home. Kelly's been here from day one, all 4 days.
Right, number 7.
And now it's Kristina's turn. She can't
Kristina
qualify,
Tkach to break. 7-4, that's to 2.
but she will still be here. So she's made a ball. Cue ball's got kicked on the top rail. So she's got a tricky pot coming up.
Nice little shot there by Kristina. Good pot, nicely on the 3. Just needs to be a little bit wary how she plays this. She draws back and tries to leave herself straight on the 4, or leaving angles to come in between the 8 and the 6 ball after potting this. How would you play this one, Carl? I think I'd like to just spin it between the 8 and 6. Or would you rather draw it between the 7 and 8?
Extension
Yeah,
called.
I think personal preference, to be honest. She's there playing it with the top, as you can see. Now she's won 2 matches out of 5. So if she beats Niels, she'll have won 3.
Yeah, she's played that really well. That's how I'd like to play the shot. Would have been difficult for anything to go wrong. Needs this to slow, doesn't want to be bridging over the 7, and she is.
Yeah, she's not the tallest of pool players, so hopefully she can reach this with the extension on.
Well, she can just about get there, but not the easiest of shots. And now faced with a difficult 7 ball. Automatic position, you would think, to get to the 8 off the bottom rail. Well, she's going for it in the corner. I think I'd have been playing for it in the side, but again, personal preference. I think this is the more difficult of the 2 shots. And she's missed it. And that was all because of the one bad shot that left herself bridging over the 7 to get to the 6. That was the one that caused the problems. And you cannot see Niels failing from here.
Yeah, that's a shame. That she could have made this game interesting. She would have pulled just a 1 behind, but you know, Kristina, she will be back tomorrow, and that's all you can ask for. She's had a feel of the arena. She's played on the tables. She's got herself some wins. And we will see Kristina tomorrow. This 9-ball to round up the victory for
Wrapping the
Niels
match,
Feijen.
Niels Feijen.
The Terminator match is on, Kristina.